Listen, I'm going to wait maybe 6 months. Let this play out before I decide if Jerry Jones was a bad guy or not in this situation. Jason LaConfort is accepting whatever the NFL has rolled out there. I haven't seen the smoking gun yet. Jason LaConfort perhaps should point me to it because I just haven't seen it. Jerry Jones hasn't seen the smoking gun yet and obviously believes Zeke's side of the story and obviously believes some of the things in text message, some of the things the accuser was caught lying about, impeach her credibility. That's what Jerry believes. I'm going to pump the brakes and wait and see how this plays out. Then I'll decide. Might be Jerry screwed up, might be Roger Goodell screwed up.
Shouldn't he, though, know the temperature of the room in 2017? You are an owner in a league that whiffed on Ray Rice. You called Greg Hardy a great leader. It's 2017. We've had campus rape issues and domestic violence issues all over college campuses. Know the temperature of the room. My criticism of Trump this weekend. Know the temperature of the room in 2017. Don't wait till Monday to have a speech.
Well, I think what Jerry would say is the temperature in the room is that Rolling Stone magazine wrote an article accusing a whole fraternity of rape, and the temperature turned out to be that was a false story. And so he believes Zeke Elliott. And that's the temperature of the room that he's concerned about. He believes Zeke Elliott.
Now, the embarrassing part for me was more so the Lucky Whitehead thing where you didn't investigate one and you investigated the other. But do I think he should be embarrassed? It's 2017, but in 2017, you still should be able to trust a grown man's word. So if he's talking to Ezekiel Elliot, and if Ezekiel Elliot is saying these are the facts, from my standpoint, here it is. This is what went on, and I'm sure those conversations were held. This is what's happening. I can't fault him for believing a grown man. When I'm sure he's trying to get all the information as he possibly can. He's going, and he has, you said there are only two people that actually know what's going on.
So why would I mean, in domestic violence, there really is only two people that know. You're an owner. You're probably the most powerful owner in the league.
You trusted the guy's word.
But I wouldn't go public with it.
And that's absolutely, I'm with you on this one. I think he does have a reason to be embarrassed because even if my player tells me one thing, I can believe him and take his word,
yes,
but I don't have to publicize it. I don't have to go and say there is nothing here. In my opinion, I felt like he was trying to strong-arm Roger Goodell, saying that, look, there's nothing here. Stop where you are. There's no need to send down a suspension of any magnitude and just let it happen. Let whatever cards that needs to be rolled out and played, let it just fall.
This is not victimless. Like when you have a crime where there's a potential victim, I think you let the legal process play itself out, even if you do trust your
Okay, but let's say that Jerry Jones was the head coach of the Duke lacrosse team.
Yeah.
And they were accused of rape and some things. And let's say the head coach got in there and ferreted out what, the Duke lacrosse situation. Should he just sit back silently? Well, we're going to or should he defend his players? Again, I don't know what Jerry's doing or who the bad or the good person is in this situation. But we live in America, and yes, I get the seriousness of domestic violence. But there have been some false accusations.
But there's other ways that he can defend his players without, like, literally saying, there's nothing here.
That was
as if I was there, I was with these.
If the Duke lacrosse coach had said that at the time, would we all have criticized him?
That's a good point, because Jerry is an NFL owner. These are pro athletes. There's a history of Cowboy players saying nothing happened, and it has. Duke was a national unique story.
I think the difference here is there's some evidence in support of Zeke that they're about to lay out, and they are starting to lay out in the media. It's not just, hey, Zeke told me this. Look at these text messages. Listen to what this witness said. Look at these lies we caught the accuser.
So you're saying this is probably what he's seen before we're just now seeing.
Yes, we're just not seeing it. So that's my reason for saying he shouldn't be embarrassed for believing someone when they are bringing you evidence that no one else has.
I just don't think you have to go public.
But going public doesn't make it embarrassing because he believes this guy, especially after
accusations were public.
After
the accusations against Zeke are public.
Exactly. So he's sitting here saying, no, this guy is he's sort of taking a stance for one of his guys. If I have this evidence and you are saying he's a bad guy, I'm trying to tell you he's not.
But don't you believe On a macro level, domestic violence has been a really bad spot for the NFL. And so your most powerful owner should be a little reticent in addressing without complete legal investigation.
I think we're moving into an area where some people are looking at American culture that's so controlled by optics rather than the truth, that there are some people that have made so much money or have gotten so old, they don't care. If everybody else wants to live a lie, if everybody else wants to worry about their image all the time, I'm not going to be that guy. I'm going to just roll it out there and say what I think. That's where I think Jerry Jones is at. And again, until I want to see this thing play out, I'm not sure. Jerry may be embarrassing, might be. I just want to wait and see.